Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hollout Classic Remastered. This time we're taking a look at the 1992 Mazda Familia GTR. You might also know this as the 323, depending on where you come from. This is a very cool car, the coolest GTR in the game, IMO. Yeah, it's very cool, this. I like it a lot. It's the 323, which is a pretty humdrum vehicle, but this is the rally homologation version of it, which is, yeah, very cool. I remember when Forza added this, and I was like, you know what, that's a car I haven't seen in a game since Gran Turismo 2, and I'm happy they added it. But of course, the OG is the best representation of it. Very, very cool. A lot like the Nissan Sunny / Pulsar GTI-R, which is another very cool rally homologation vehicle that we're going to get to at some point. In terms of rally cars in this game, four-wheel drive, 358 horsepower, 1,113 kilos. Not the best statistically, but it still could be pretty quick. We'll find out how quick it is with 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track. It's going to get those 6 laps to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Mitsubishi GTO LM Edition, set the time in 27.223. The Familia GTR unlikely to beat that, but this should still be pretty quick. If that was the worst opening gambit I've had in terms of driving, that was horrendous. Yeah. In case you're wondering why this isn't running the race mod, which in case you're wondering, the race mod is based off of the WRC livery. I think this was the car that Tommy Mäkinen, no, that was his Sonny, wasn't it? Some famous rally driver drove a 323, I swear. But yeah, in case you're wondering where that is, that's going to be ran by the rally car, which thanks to GT2 Plus is a separate vehicle. So you get the rally version of this in arcade mode, which is very cool. That's been spun off into its own separate vehicle, but that will have upgrades to basically turn it into this one. It just won't have the stage 2, well, it won't have the full stage 3 weight reduction, but depending on who you ask, that doesn't make a lot of difference. Okay, so despite driving awfully in that first lap, on my second lap I've actually got this into the under 30 club before I've even started talking about the under 30 club. So cars like this, these rally homologation specials, you would expect to get into the under 30 club. That's where your more base Imprezas, a couple of Evo, well, a lot of the Evos live, Lancia Delta. This is quicker though than the standard 8-valve Delta that we've had go around. It's also quicker than the 91 Celica RC, which, while the Mazda I don't think was the most competitive car in the world, and it certainly didn't really challenge Toyota during its 1992 championship season with Carlos Sainz. Yeah, it's still, it's a good little, you know, you can get the win in the end. It's beating the Celica on both fronts, because it's actually beating the rally version of that car as well, because the Celicas, they're not the best around here. So there you go. This drives quite nicely though. Little bit understeery on the front end. It does take you back a bit how much understeer this has. It drives sort of similar to the more modern Imprezas. So the early Imprezas are my favourite to drive around here because they are a little bit looser, whereas the more modern Imprezas feel like more serious sort of track cars. This definitely feels more like a track car than a road-going rally car. It is very planted, but like I say, that front end, a little bit understeery. So we're not going to go any quicker on this final lap. We've had one 323 around here, or Familia, and it was the Interplay, and that was insanely quick. And to be fair to this is also going to turn out to be quite quick. That is a lot quicker than I expected it to be, at 29.759. Yeah, I mean, it was quick out the gate, which is usually the sign of a good car. Admittedly, when you try and push it, you do find the limitations of the front end on this, but still, it's very cool, it's very quick. I love the how far that front bumper struts out, it's hilarious. But yeah, really need to see how much one of these goes for IRL. But in terms of lap time, I don't think there's much more to come out of this, which is a good sign of a good car, is one that you don't really think you can extract too much more from. And in this case, I don't think you can. 29.759 places it into 65th place, goes in between the Impreza Wagon version 2 and the Audi TT Coupe. So it is quicker than, I have to look down quite a bit here, admittedly. It's quicker than a 97 WRX Wagon, sort of base one, not STI. It's quicker than the Evo 2, quicker than the Delta HF Integrale. That's the regular 8-valve version. Quicker than that Interplay, of course, quicker than the Evo 2. It does lose out slightly to cars like the Evo 3, sort of the more established rally names, and the later ones too. You know, in terms of this car, 1992 does make it one of the older versions of this, and comparing it to cars from that era, obviously we didn't have Evos and Imprezas around there. So Celica GT4 RC, this is significantly quicker than. It's a good car. It's a really good car. It'd be interesting to see how the Pulsar does when that comes around the course too, because I can imagine that'd be quite quick as well. And see which one between these two, the sort of underrated rally legends, which one picks up the pieces there. But anyways, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be drawing something completely different. Until then, farewell.
Knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going.